I'm Nels, solo parent and hardworking mom. Today's episode is about the end game between Filipina and foreigner. Is it mutual change of benefits or the real deal? Let's get right into it. You've chatted online. You've flown to the Philippines. You've dated, maybe even lived together or gotten married. But now what? What's the end game? For many foreign men who get involved with Filipinas, the relationship can feel like paradise in the beginning. But what happens down the road? This isn't just about love, it's about intentions, outcomes, expectations, and what it all leads to. This is the end game with Filipinas and foreigners, and it may surprise you. It usually starts fast. You meet a Filipina online, she's sweet, affectionate, always online, and gives you attention you haven't felt in years. She calls you Han, Love, or Bibi within days. Within a few months, you're in love. You're sending money. You're planning trips or marriage. This rapid attachment is common but rarely sustainable. What feels like destiny might just be urgency, especially on her end. Why? Because her situation often involves poverty, family obligations, or the pressure to find a stable partner. For many Filipinas, the end game is a better life abroad. That could mean marrying you to live in the US, Canada, or Australia. Or it might mean you settling in the Philippines and bringing your pension or social security with you. Marriage is often the turning point. Once you tie the knot, the dynamic shifts. She may start sending more money to her family. She may quit her job or never get one. You may become the sole provider by default. If she moves abroad, the story changes again. Culture shock, homesickness, and new social circles may create distance between you. Sometimes, what you wanted and what you expected never truly align. If children enter the picture, the bond gets deeper and the control gets tighter. Raising a child in the Philippines is cheaper than in the West, but many foreign men underestimate how much influence the extended family has. Now, you're not just supporting a wife and child, you may be supporting grandparents, cousins, and unemployed siblings. If the relationship is strong and sincere, it can be rewarding. But if the foundation was built on convenience and desperation, then your child becomes the actor, keeping you bound to a woman you no longer trust. Many foreign men eventually hit a burnout phase. They feel used, isolated, and trapped financially, emotionally, or legally. You start asking, is this love or a transaction? Why am I always the one giving? Would you still be here if I had nothing? Arguments may increase, distance may grow, and if you're in her country, she has the upper hand socially. If you're abroad, laws may favor her in court, especially with kids involved. What once felt like paradise now feels like obligation and regret. So how does it end? Most foreign Filipino relationships end in one of three ways. You both are mature, adults. You understand the cultural differences. You balance love with responsibility. These couples thrive and grow old together. Though they're in the minority, withdrawal is not an option. The relationship dies emotionally, but no one leaves due to children, financial dependence, or fear of loneliness. You coexist but love is gone. However, whether through betrayal, infidelity, or manipulation, things end badly. Some men lost property, access to their kids or their sanity. Resentment lingers for years. The ending is not always tragic, but it requires self-awareness and control early on. Here's what you must do. Don't play the hero. Be generous, but wise. Never let money define the relationship. Delay marriage. Date long distance. Visit often. Live together for a while before making things official. Time reveals character. Observe family dynamics. If you're funding your parents before you marry, imagine what I'll be like after. Know what kind of burden you're inheriting. Protect your finances. Keep bank accounts separate. Don't put property in her name unless you're married and protected by legal counsel. Communicate about the future. Talk honesty. Does she want to live abroad? What are her real goals? Is she willing to work or is she expecting false support? The earlier you see red flags or green ones, the more likely you are to change the outcome. The real end game is in your hands. The end game with a Filipina is not written in stone. It can lead to a fulfilling partnership or it can crush in chaos. It depends on two things: who she really is and what you allow. If you enter blindly, driven by loneliness, lust, or fantasy, you might pay a price later that's far greater than money. But if you lead with wisdom, self respect, and patience, you can find real love and build something meaningful without becoming a walking ATM or a retirement casualty. So, ask yourself now, not later. What endgame are you heading towards? Thanks for watching my channel. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more honest, experience-based relationship insights. We are family. See you next episode.